Being an expectant mother is an amazing feeling, but there's a lot to anticipate during those 9 months.
So as of today, I'm 30 weeks pregnant, so into the 3rd trimester. So everything's going well so far. When I went to the gynecologist, you never knew which doctor you were going to see. Dr. Reidel and Dr. Tuazon were very consistent in that you saw one of them each time and they rotated through, so you developed a relationship with each of them.
Well, we take great pride in getting to know our patients.
When I joined this practice, we made it a point to see our patients equally.
It's important for us to get to know them, to gain their trust.
My first impressions of the doctors is they're kind and warm, and they really took the time to sit down and talk to you.
Most first-time moms have many questions, and nobody teaches you these things. And being able to educate my patients and making an impact in their lives is actually the best feeling I can have.
Which is really nice because you don't know what to expect. There's no way you can possibly be prepared for this experience.
Everything we do in obstetrics is based on how far or how many weeks they are in the pregnancy.
I'm feeling good so far. We had a little bit of an upset in which I got diagnosed with gestational diabetes.
We screen all women around 26 to 28 weeks for gestational diabetes, and which happens up to about 7% of pregnant women.
I think within 2 hours I'd heard from both doctors, the nurse, and the nutritionist all at once. I think that's like the biggest thing as a pregnant woman. You're like constantly worried about what's next and how this is going to affect everything, and it falls in line.
We are very open to our patients that ask many questions. Our patients are very knowledgeable, they're well read.
I think it's important the patient needs to educate themselves too, and we try to educate them with every visit.
I obviously have a lot of questions. Is this immediately a danger to my baby? What's happening? How fast do I have to get this under control, and what do I need to know?
I want them to know that I respect their thoughts and their role in the decision-making process that's involved in their care.
I think that the personal relationship will especially become important. I mean, it's been important since day one to me, of course, but when it's actually go time and we get into the delivery room and they've gotten to know me the whole way through and every experience that we've had.
And this is Franklin Martin Horvath. He was born on the 17th of August at 9:21 at night, 6 pounds, 8 ounces, and 20 inches long. So we're happy to have him here finally. So they did decide to induce me because of my gestational diabetes. And it was a very long 25 hours, but the end result, you get, something pretty precious, so it's all worth it in the end.
There's a story behind each patient, and we try our best to get to know that person so that we know how to care for them, so that they know that we're not making decisions for them, that they're making decisions together with us to get the best care that they deserve.
I would recommend St. Luke's from my standpoint because of that intimacy and the feeling that you're getting from the doctors.
I've been associated with St. Luke's Hospital for close to 20 years now, and I want the patient to be in a safe environment. And there's no better, safer environment that I know of. St. Luke's is second to none.
We're adjusting to being new parents for sure. It's definite less sleep than you're typically used to. He doesn't like to be put down very much, so we're holding him constantly. But it's really all worth it at the end of the day.
Joining us in the studio today is Dr. Jennifer Janco, Chair of Pediatrics at St. Luke's University Health Network. Dr. Janco, thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Why is it so important to be proactive in an expectant mom's care?
Well, as a pediatrician, we're so interested in the health of the baby, but we know that starts with the health of the mother. So healthy moms and healthy pregnancies help us get to healthy babies.
When does a pediatrician get involved after the baby arrives?
Well, as soon as the baby is born in the hospital, a pediatrician will tend to the baby to take care of immediate needs. And so sometimes that'll be the pediatrician that works at the hospital. Sometimes that may be the pediatrician that you've selected to take care of the baby after the hospital.
And no matter if it's a woman's first, second, or third, it's such a very important experience. Why is St. Luke's University Health Network so committed to making sure that you're just not a number?
Every baby really is unique. It's a unique experience and unique healthcare needs. And so we want you to know that that's not just another baby for us. This is really just a new special miracle that just happened.
As you mentioned, it is a special miracle each and every time. What about care after the baby is born?
So after your baby goes home from the hospital, the first visit with your doctor should really be within just a few days after going home. And it's because there's so many changes that are happening in those first few days. It's a good way to really establish care with the doctor, to get used to going to the office. And so that your doctor, your health team is really going to be checking out for many different things at that first visit and for every visit thereafter.
And as you mentioned, it is a team to make sure that everything stays right on track.
Truly it is, because I always say this is a package deal. So mom and baby come to the hospital, the OB doctors will be talking to the pediatricians. We hope that every pregnancy is a normal and healthy pregnancy, but we know sometimes there's some issues that happen. And so the more that we work together as a team, that information gets communicated and the benefit is ultimately to the family.
As we just saw, some women can experience problems such as gestational diabetes, but that's not an obstacle that can't be overcome.
Absolutely. And so something as simple as that can be detected with a routine screen, which underscores the importance of mom going to those regular visits with her OB. When that information gets communicated to the pediatrician, then we know what things to look for to make sure that the baby's blood sugar, for example, stays healthy and normal.
What are some tips that you may have out there for all the expectant moms? Is there any advice that you can give to them?
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite questions. And I think many times you're focusing on your pregnancy and then the baby comes and people feel a little ill-prepared about what to do. And so I think looking for a pediatrician in advance of the baby's birth is always a great idea. Check and see what's around. You can absolutely make a visit with the pediatrician ahead of the baby being born. Get to know the other members of the team taking care of your baby.
Dr. Janco, thank you so much for being here and sharing your words of wisdom to all the expectant moms.
Absolutely, my pleasure. It's probably one of the most fun parts of my job is when a new baby comes into the world.
For more information on pediatrics at St. Luke's University Health Network or any of today's topics, just go to our website, thepeaktv.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, and remember, every day is your chance to be your best self. This is The Peak.
If you like that video as much as we did, make sure you give us the thumbs up and subscribe below.